Thanks for tuning in to Chats with Your Self-Worth BFF. This is your host, Mikaela Filar, where we are here to skyrocket your self-worth, heal your shit, and take your power back. Welcome to the chat. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Chats with Your Self-Worth BFF. It's your host, Mikaela Filar. And today we are going to be getting into the top things that are making you unmagnetic. Magnetism is something that I talk about a lot. And if you are desiring to become the person who is a magnetic force and draws whatever the fuck they want into their energy effortlessly, then you're going to want to listen to this episode. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the fact that we're doing another round of the glow up, and I'm so excited about it. So freaking excited about it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I don't know. I think this is like round 3 or 4, but I have a feeling inside of my stomach that intuition, I have an intuitive feeling that this is going to be the best fucking round yet. Like, I can feel the fire. I am so fucking excited, so pumped about it. I have been educating myself even more, learning even more. Like, it's just gonna be the best round yet. And if you are new here and maybe you have not taken a round of the glow up, or maybe even if you have, you're gonna want to make it again because this is going to be the best round yet, period, end of story. Okay, so the glow up is essentially an opportunity for you to unleash your true potential and to skyrocket your self-worth. As we know, I am the queen of self-love and self-image, and skyrocketing both of those things and making sure that you know that you are worthy of everything that you fucking desire in this world, period, end of story. No explanation as to why needed. Okay. So that's basically what the glow up is all about. We are going to be getting into a self-worth reframe. We're going to be tapping in, learning how to rewire that inner critic, that inner dialogue that you have going on in your brain. Maybe you find yourself speaking negatively to yourself constantly. And that's something that needs to change, because how are you supposed to become a magnetic force if you're constantly like bashing on yourself 24/7? We got to change that. We've got to rewire the neural pathways in your brain and your subconscious mind. And inside of the glow up, I'm going to be teaching you how to do that in day 2. Okay. So that's all about tapping in. We're going to learn how to rewire the subconscious mind. We're going to learn how to rewire the neural pathways in your brain. I am going to be giving you actual tangible tips and tools that you can take away from this 3-day workshop and implement into your everyday life. This is better than talk therapy, okay? This is going to be actual tips, actual tangible tools that you are going to be able to implement in your everyday life. This shit's going to be life-changing, okay? So keep that in mind. This workshop is designed to skyrocket your confidence, release past traumas, and manifest the life that you dream of. In day 3, we're getting into taking your power back, learning what reflections are, why they happen for us, not to us, and how to break cycles, patterns that you are consistently finding yourself in, that you don't want to be in, that might be holding you back from reaching your true potential. Okay. This workshop is 100% free. Yep. It's free. It's 3 days. It's free. Each day is going to be about 45 minutes to an hour long. And I'm really excited about it. So day 1, self-worth reframe. Day 2, tapping in. Day 3, taking your fucking power back. If this sounds like something that you would be interested in joining, make sure you sign up. The details for it are going to be in the show notes below. And it's going to be April 10th, 11th, and 12th at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live on Zoom. Okay, if you can't make it, don't worry. The recordings are going to be sent directly to your email that you sign up with. Yay! Can't wait. I hope to see you there. Okay, getting into the top things that are making you unmagnetic. Okay, I've got a list here. We're going to go through it. Number 1, putting all of your eggs in one basket. We're done doing that. We want to have a multitude of opportunities. We want our hands in a bunch of different baskets. We want multiple streams of income, okay? When you are doing these things, you are secure. You don't have all of your eggs in one basket. You're not depending on this one thing to work out. You're not depending on this one person to work out, right? You have a variety of things, of opportunities at your reach. Okay. So that is number one. Number two, neediness. Knock it the fuck off. Cut it out. We're done being needy. Okay. People do not respond to the way that you are on the outside. They respond to your EMF field, your electromagnetic field, whatever it is that energy is that you're giving off of your body. We all have it. It's a vibe. Okay. You can feel when a person is being needy. You know when you are being needy, right? Learn how to rely on yourself, not saying to just all the time be in your masculine energy, which is hyper independence and not needing help from anybody, blah, blah, blah. But like also accept help, accept be like receiving, and know that you are able to give yourself whatever it is that outside thing is giving you. Okay. That's where you have to get. You have to stop being needy of anything outside of yourself and realize that you're capable of handling it on your own, of giving yourself whatever it is that you desire to be getting from this external thing. All right. Number three, getting defensive. Saying something that you need to say or feel that you need to say in order to prove that you're right. Like, we're done doing that. We're done getting defensive. There's a thing that if I communicate with you, that means that I care. If I go silent, it means that I'm done. Okay. Like, I'm done. There's no point in arguing. I do not have the energy to waste on that. I'm not trying to prove that I'm correct to anybody else. If they don't see my side, that's fine. We can just agree to disagree, but I'm not going to get defensive. I'm not going to be like, you're wrong and I'm right. And this is why. Like, what is the fucking point? You have no control over the way that anyone thinks or what they believe to be true or how they perceive you. There's just no point in wasting your energy in doing that. Okay. So we are no longer getting defensive. We are no longer needing to prove ourselves correct. They're going to feed off of your reaction. Okay. So, like, don't give them that power. Do not give them the power over you like that. They just want your reaction. If you get quiet, if you state what you need to state, and they don't agree, you don't need to defend yourself. You just like let it be and let them resonate and sit with it. And maybe they'll come back and like you guys can come to an understanding. But until then, stop getting defensive. There's literally no point. And if you do see yourself getting triggered, that's an opportunity for you to ask yourself, why am I being triggered by this? What is this reflecting for me? What am I supposed to learn from this trigger? That way you can shift it. It's no longer in your EMF field and you can move forward living your life with a calm central nervous system. We're also going to stop over explaining things. Okay. Like I said, say your piece, let it be that, and then move on. Stop getting defensive. We don't need to do that anymore. All right, number 4, talking too much out of anxiousness. This is something I used to do all of the time. Be okay with the silence. It's okay for there to be moments of silence between two people, between multiple people. Like, just if you're talking and you find yourself blabbering on about X, Y, and Z and like nobody asked, just stop. Just stop. Just stop. We need to learn how to calm our anxiety down. Anxiety and depression are like a huge thing right now in the world, as we all know. And when you learn how to control your anxiety, when you learn how to take your power back and heal yourself so that you're not depressed, so that you're not anxious anymore, you guys, talk therapy ain't going to do it for you. You have to have some sort of somatic practice, like whether that be dance, whether that be intuitive energetic healing, whether that be breath work, whether that be meditation, whatever it is. I'm just telling you, there has to be a way for you to get that anxiety, that depression out of your body. It's not just about talking about it, it's about doing things that will allow you to release that trauma from your body. So that is another like tangent little example of like if you're talking too much of it out of anxiousness, if you're struggling with anxiety and depression, seek out new ways to heal. There are more ways to heal than just talk therapy. And a lot of us know that by now, but a lot of us also are stuck in this like old fashioned my way or the highway. Anything outside of talk therapy is too woo woo for me. And like the thing is, it's not even woo woo. It is literally a way, an opportunity for you to heal. It might even be dancing, right? Like moving your body, working out. These are ways to get emotions, to get energy flowing through you in a different way, in a different form. So figure out what that is for you and then heal accordingly. All right, number 5, needing someone to fill a void within you. Example, I need my boyfriend to tell me that I'm pretty in order to feel pretty. No, like that is not making you magnetic. If you are needing somebody to validate you, if you're needing somebody to tell you that you are beautiful, that you are funny, that you are smart, then you're in a state of need. You're not in a state of knowing that you are beautiful, of knowing that you are smart, of knowing that you are funny, right? Like you have to connect to these attributes yourself. That way you can get your subconscious mind and your neural pathways like on board. You're like suffocating these old neural pathways that are making you believe that you need somebody else to tell you that you are these things in order to feel these things. And instead, resonating and connecting with a memory where you felt really beautiful, where you felt really smart, where you felt really funny. And that way you can remind yourself of those memories, and then that is what connects you. Like you have that memory, you hold that knowing that you are those things without that external validation. Because that is, again, in a state of need. We don't want to be in a state of need. The opposite of magnetism is neediness. So we have to remember, if you want to be a magnet, you cannot be in a needy energy. And that shit radiates off of your EMF field and is literally repelling all of your desires. Okay. So step out of the neediness and into the magnetism. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are beautiful. Know that you are smart. Know that you are funny without having or needing that external validation. Number 6, pointing out your flaws. We are done. Okay. We are absolutely done with pointing out our flaws. We don't need to do that. Have you ever like gone into dinner with somebody and like you sit down, maybe this is a friend, maybe this is a boyfriend, and they're like, ugh, like a friend. Ugh, I hate what I'm like, the way that my clothes fit me right now. Like I feel so gross. I feel so fat. I feel so ugly. And they're just bashing on themselves the entire time that you're at dinner. And what they're doing is it making you feel like you need to validate them, right? Like you need to fix it. And that's not the case. First of all, that's people pleasing and you don't need to do that. But second of all, like that's an insecurity on their end that they need to heal. So if you find yourself constantly pointing out your own flaws, stop doing that. Like, we just need to stop. If you have a flaw that you feel that you have, like, let me tell you something. There's no such thing as flaws. We were all created our own unique way, and everything is exactly the way that it should be and the way that it is supposed to be about us. And we have to learn how to embrace our quote unquote flaws, fall so fucking in love with them that they do not hold power over us anymore. It's another way of giving away your power. Do not give your power away to a flaw. I feel like I've talked about this in past episodes, like about my birthmark on my face. Like I used to really like think that because I had that I was ugly. And like, that's not the case. Like, I'm a beautiful human. We are all beautiful humans in our own special, unique way. And you have to get 100% attached to that knowing. You just have to know that and you have to remember that, and you have to fall in love with your flaws, whatever it is. And if there is something that you want to change about yourself, then you have to take the inspired action to make those changes and also love yourself along the way. Because if you're constantly talking nasty to yourself and you are not having a good internal dialogue, which we're going to go over in the glow up, then things aren't going to flow to you as effortlessly as they could had you been nice to yourself along the way. Okay. Number 7, that hyper independent energy, being aggressive, insecure, having that like, I'm a bad bitch, I don't need anyone or anything, I can do everything on my own energy. Okay. Like, that is in if that is in your energy, then that is what you're going to attract, right? If you're in this like hyper independent energy, then you're going and that's like you really in your masculine, and you're not balancing out your masculine and feminine energies, and you're going to attract people that are in their way, in their feminine energy, that forces you to be in your masculine energy, right? Because everything in the universe has to be in balance. So remember that. Find a way to step out of your hyper independent energy, accept help, balance out your feminine and your masculine energies so that you can find somebody else who's also in balance. And that way you guys can be in balance together and live a harmonious life. Okay. And this might not be just in relationships, this could be in friendships. It could be like if you're in your masculine all the time, you might be an energetic match for somebody who's constantly needing you to reassure them that they're doing the right thing, that they are wearing the right thing, that they are looking the right way, right? You don't want that. You don't want to be somebody's mom or dad. You want to be your own person, and you want to surround yourself with people who are sure of who they are too. So in order for you to be an energetic match for that, you have to step out of your hyper independent energy and step into your magnetic energy. And how you do that is not doing any of the things that I just listed above. All right. So that is my list for top things that are making you unmagnetic. So if you find yourself doing any of these things, please do yourself a favor and find a way to correct them, find a way to rewire. If you are needing help with that, sign up for the Glow Up, my 3-day free live workshop. Super excited about it. April 10th, we start at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you can't make the live, don't worry about it. It's recorded and sent to your email that you provide. I hope to see you there. I cannot wait for this. I hope you have an incredible day, and we will, of course, chat soon.